Ice-T pulled a random CD off his shelf and had no idea the rapper was Korean. That was Flowsik at 18. Since then, Aziatix, a Mama Award, and a run on Show Me the Money that had everyone calling him the Korean DMX. We talk about all of this and more here on The Drink of Choice.
All right, so welcome to another episode of Drink of Choice. Today we have a special guest, Flowsik. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you for having
Appreciate you being here.
me. Yeah. How's Korea treating you guys?
It's great. Love
Good.
Korea.
Yeah, it's really
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Probably gained like 5 pounds in the last week, I think.
Awesome. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Eat some good food, you know?
So, on podcast, I guess we don't need much of an introduction, but rapper, singer,
Right.
artist, Flowsik. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
And your drink of choice was actually Casa Azul, but
Plus Azul?
yeah.
Yeah.
But here we only have some Jose Cuervo.
He got the 197th best.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
I'm leaving.
You wanted Class Azul and you bought him that?
No, we
Nah,
should have
that-
go.
Oh my
No, I should have let him
goodness.
know earlier.
That's offensive, bro. I'm out.
Yeah, I was at Vatos. You could
Yeah,
have
we
let me
got
know.
it.
I would have brought some
Oh.
good tequila.
But this is
Then he
still.
calls me while I'm on the taxi here. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I need to get tequila."
Yeah,
That's
I know.
all good. How's my brother? So
Yeah. Hey.
I'll take anything.
Oh man. Hey, but we can just be reasonable with the tequila here.
I just got out the gym too.
Oh yeah.
And I'm fasted. I didn't even eat my first meal yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna get lit here. That's what's
Get
up.
it. Let's get it.
Well, here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So welcome.
Well, cheers.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, guys. Cheers.
Here we go.
We one shot in this?
No.
Oh my goodness, man! This reminds me of college days when I was poor, and the only thing we find is warm, bad tequila.
At least it's ice cold.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
No, the ice is definitely helping.
Definitely. You
Yeah.
put it in the freezer
Yeah.
to kill the taste, I think.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, my bad. You
Yeah.
hear me? Check. 1,
Yeah.
2.
yeah, there we go. Now, Flo, so, we know that you were born and raised in New York.
sir.
Yeah, so when did you come to Korea first?
I came in 09.
Yeah, that was your first time.
Actually, no. I first came when I was like in first grade. Yeah. With my grandparents.
Yeah.
We were mostly in Daegu. Yeah. There's some memories
Yeah.
from that, yeah. But then I came officially in 09.
You were born in New York, right?
Yes, I was born and raised in New
Okay.
York. Yeah.
Yeah.
Born and raised in New York. Up until 5 years old, it was just Korea because inside the house it's just all Koreans. Like like my parents immigrated to America with my grandma and my grandpa. Like 5 of my uncles, 3 aunts.
The whole fam.
Yeah, not the whole fam. That's
Yeah.
the crazy part. It wasn't the whole fam. Yeah.
Big fam.
Yeah, we got a very big family. And then we were just cooped up in one apartment in Astoria at the time. And it was Korea up until 5 because I didn't speak any English until 5. It was just Korean.
Oh.
Yeah, and then once I went to kindergarten,
That's when you
that's
start.
when, yeah. That's
Astoria, that's Brooklyn, right? Is
No,
that
Astoria's in
Oh,
Queens.
Queens. I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
Ah.
forgive me. I'm a West Coast guy.
No worries. No. Well, we understand. We
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
So hip hop, did you start pursuing that while you were in New York before you came to Korea? I'm
yes,
assuming. Yeah.
Yes. I was surrounded by the hip hop culture. In Astoria, I was surrounded by it. When I moved to Glen Cove in the 4th grade, surrounded by it. And it was just, I was very influenced by hip hop.
And I imagine that you were one of the very few Asians or Koreans in that scene. What was that like?
Well,
were there more?
When I was young, I wasn't quite sure at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Asian being a rapper just wasn't in anyone's minds at that time.
Yeah.
No.
When I got to like high school, that's when the internet, there was like a bunch of websites where rappers could submit their songs, rap songs and stuff. So that's when I started seeing other Asian rappers from the internet. Yeah.
So I know that that your brother was a big inspiration for you to get into hip hop.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, shout out to Daygunz.
Daygunz.
My older brother, love you. So my brother was rapping first. I was actually singing. So for fun, it was like a duo. Like he'll be the rapper, I'll be the singer. You know what I mean? And we did that for a while. As I slowly started like growing up, I just thought being the rapper was the cooler thing to do.
Yeah, at that
right?
time, and that it was in the early 2000s or
It was like
90s or
I
early
would say
2000s.
like 99.
The golden age of hip hop,
Yeah,
right?
98, 99. Yeah. And my brother got married. So like he had to like stop the music stuff. So I was just like, let me just carry the torch for us and, I'll rap. Yeah. So ever since then, it was just rap, rabbity rap.
No, but I know that one of the first big talent that discovered you was it Ice-T or
Was it I see? I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so you were discovered by Ice-T, and I for some reason I do remember seeing a video
Yeah.
of you performing at one of the Ice-T's like showcases.
Right.
Oh man, it was just so inspiring.
Yeah, that
So-
was crazy how that happened because so this is right before Law and Order started. So Ice-T was moving from the West Coast to
East
New York.
Coast. Yeah.
I think he lives in Alpine right now. But so he was moving, so he was packing his stuff in his West Coast house.
Yeah.
And he has all these CDs.
Yeah.
So he told me
Yeah.
that he played a random CD that he had.
Yeah.
And it happened to be my mixtape at that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there was no picture of me on the CD.
Yeah.
It was just my name and a bunch of songs. And he thought I was in Korean.
Oh yeah. He thought you were black.
Yeah, he thought I was black the whole time. And then he hit up my manager's number. He had the number was on the CD, and then he was like, "Yo, let's meet up when he gets to the East Coast." Yeah. So the day we met up in the studio in the city, and when he came in, he saw my face, and he just looked at me, and it just kept going. Yeah, I was like, "Yo, Ice." And then he was like, "You're Flowsik?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, I had no idea you was Asian."
Yeah.
So that was pretty shocking to him. But no, we got very cool after that. Yeah. And then we performed at a bunch of spots together within the next year.
Yeah.
Within that year. So it was a great experience.
This was when you were how old?
I was 18.
Yeah. So the beginning of your
Yeah.
real rap career, and then
Right.
Law and Order happened to him.
Yeah, and then after that,
He was like, okay,
He's like,
okay, I'm gonna.
I'm
make
very
some-"
busy right now. Yeah.
He
And
gentrified, man.
This was and this is when you decided to go to Korea, or
This was before Korea.
okay,
Yeah, before Korea. I was still in America, working the underground scenes, just traveling everywhere, performing in wherever venues, whatever stages I possibly can. And yeah,
and
we performed in Vegas.
So what made you move to Korea? What was the impetus for that?
I really had no motives of moving to Korea. It was more like, you know what? I've been in America obviously the whole time. I was very curious on my motherland, where my mother and father and my family came from. So it was supposed to just be a month trip. Yeah.
It
So
always ends up that way.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Starts off that way.
yeah, so it's supposed to be a 1 month. I came here just scoping the scene out. I had no plans really. And then
So you weren't here specifically to do music. You just wanted to check out Korea.
yes. Matter of fact, at that time I sort of like wanted to take a break in music. Yeah. So I had no intentions of doing music coming here. It was just more like, let me just come here and just explore. Yeah. So I came exploring for like a little bit, but during those few weeks, I met a producer named Jay Chong, who was in the K-pop group called Solid back in the '90s. Very, very famous R&B K-pop group. And then I started working on a few projects of like the K-pop idol stuff. Yeah. So at that, I had a chance to work on 동방신기's album, JYJ, their English album, and then after that, I formed a group with 2 other members, and then from there it was just music.
so that was Aziatix.
That was Aziatix, yeah, which was the first like
mega group that succeeded and signed to Cash Money.
Right. Well,
How did
at that time.
Yeah, at that
At
time.
that time.
So that was incredible. So
Bobby was around the whole time.
oh
during that.
yeah. That's amazing. So you got signed to Cash Money.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Like that was supposed to be your big break.
Yeah. Well, as a milestone, it definitely was. It felt good reaching that point. But once we started working with them, pretty much we got our album got shelved.
Oh,
Yeah. At that time, they were doing that to everybody. They were signing like a bunch of new acts.
But weren't you winning awards and then MoMA awards, right?
Yes, Mama
Mama
was.
Awards.
Yeah, Mama
Mama
was.
Awards.
Yeah.
Mama.
We won Best New Asian Group
Yeah.
of that year.
Yeah.
I mean,
was-
that's a lot
that
of
was cool.
traction. Why would they shelve your album?
That's a very good question. This
Still
is
don't
before
know.
BTS.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is before
Yeah.
K-pop really took off in the States.
Yeah.
And I think we were the first group to get a major deal
Yeah.
with a U.S. record label, right?
Yeah.
So, we shot a music video. We had like Lambos in there.
Yeah.
It was the music videos I always dreamt of shooting.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you got Lambos.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
You got models.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Bottles. And the Birdman's there.
Yeah,
puffing
just-
his cigar.
yeah.
And with all his jewelry. Like it was a dream come true at that time, right? We shot the video. The song was, from what I remember, it was epic.
Yeah.
That song was like a #1 song to me. Yeah. And everything was looking great. And then they sort of went ghost. Yeah, they sort of went ghost. And we were in Korea at the time. They're in America. So like, we're like on the other side of the globe. So it's like we're just waiting like, okay, so when are we gonna
When is it happening?
when are we gonna release this and when are we gonna start our promo and all that stuff? And none of that happened.
Damn.
This is around what, 2011, 12, somewhere around there?
2012, 13.
2012,
Yeah,
13.
2013-ish, yeah. Maybe 14.
Maybe they got
yeah.
cold feet.
Now, this is when Drake was just crushing it, right?
Yeah, Drake just started crushing it. Nicki Minaj was
Yeah,
on a
crushing
roll. Lil Wayne
Yeah.
was almost at his prime, like peak,
Yeah, yeah.
but he was on fire too. Like
Yeah.
Cash Money, Young Money was the hot spot.
Yeah,
Like at that
yeah.
time,
Oh.
they were the hottest group, hottest label
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
So
But so that they shelved you, and then you were able to get out of it after.
well, we
years.
waited until I believe it was like I forgot what the exact situation was, but like if they didn't pull through on their end on something, then everything
they-
is void, right?
Yeah.
Something like that happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So pretty much we parted ways, but that took about like 3 years, close
Yeah.
to 4 years actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by then, my other members were all
Over it.
they were done. For me, it was more like I didn't know what I wanted to do. If I'm going to be completely honest, at that moment, I didn't know what I wanted to do. But what I knew was, I still had a lot. Obviously, had so much to show musically, right, and as an artist. So, yeah, for me, it was just more like, what's the next step?
Do you think
Yeah.
they really did get cold feet? Because they probably said in the beginning, wow, you guys are great. You sound great.
Yeah.
And then it's getting to the point where they have to release you, and they got 3 Asian guys and releasing a hip hop album in the States.
Right.
Under
and they
their
probably thought,
name brand.
Yeah, under their name brand. They're
Yeah,
probably thinking,
Aziatix.
oh, maybe this is not a good idea. Do you think any of that happened?
That could have been. That could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm never gonna know because they
They
were
just
never
ghosted
really
you?
transparent
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would like to know why.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
There could be an endless list of reasons why they would do that, right?
Yeah.
It might have anything to do with Aziatix.
Yeah.
It could be agendas that they got, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, it was more like I don't want to like stress about that. I already went through it, so
Yeah.
it's just like let's move on,
Yeah.
right? So
So that's when you left, and
Yeah.
now you came to Korea.
So I left the group disbanded. I was at that, so right after that I'm like pretty much solo, right?
Yeah.
And I'm figuring out what I got to do. So I mean, at that point, all I wanted to do was release more music, right? So I was just making music as a solo artist,
Yeah.
releasing it. And then there was like this rap competition audition program
Yeah, Show
in
Me the
Korea
Money.
called
Yeah.
Show Me the Money.
Right.
Yeah. So I decided to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did Show Me the Money 5.
Right.
Yeah. So that was 2016. Yeah.
And that's when you just kind of blew up in Korea and like everyone was looking you up.
Yeah, that's when hip hop was like at its peak
Mm.
in Korea.
Yeah.
And it was a good look for me. Definitely. The whole entire country was watching the show at that time.
Yeah.
Like it was the highest, it had the highest viewership out of all seasons that year. So it was very good exposure for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was your experience like? Because you're coming from the underground scene in New York, and you live the hip hop life, and then you come to Korea, and you have, I'm sure, very talented rappers, but you know they don't have that experience, the real hip hop experience.
Right.
Was there some sort of tension there, or did you sort of, look at them differently?
Man, that's a good question. Well, look, I got love for everybody. Like, I respect everyone's drive and passion for whatever that they're doing. But when it comes to, at that time, I wasn't really listening to Korean rap. Matter of fact, I wasn't listening to any Korean hip hop at all. Like, I grew up listening to like Korean rap songs back in like the 90s. I really like those, right? But I wasn't really familiar with any of the Korean stuff. Once again, I had nothing but respect for all the rappers out here that's, following their dreams and pursuing their passion.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't, my attention wasn't focused on Korean rappers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if I, in the easiest words put it,
Yeah.
it just wasn't. Yeah.
So-
And I wasn't a Korean rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my Korean was shit.
Yeah.
And are we allowed to curse here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. My Korean was trash. Right? So,
Well, you got permission. You can actually say
right.
that.
It's just, I just wasn't really focused on other Korean.
But when you're
rap songs.
competing with them, you're thinking, wow, these guys are good, or these guys don't really know what they're doing. Or
I
what did
think
you
they were all okay.
Yeah.
I think they're all okay.
Yeah.
I just look, put it this way, like like I said before, my Korean is shit.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand what they're rapping about.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because a few weeks ago I was at like a showcase watching a bunch of Korean rappers performing, and around me in the crowd is all Korean people. So I would ask them, I'd be like, "Do you understand by any chance? Do you understand what these guys, your peoples, is rapping about?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No." So I'm like, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You don't understand your own domestic rappers, what they're rapping about?
Yeah.
They're like, "No." I'm like, "So what are you watching? Like, why are you here?" Like, you know what I mean? So my point is that what was the point? Like, I don't like the domestic listeners don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really can't understand what the hell they're rapping about, right?
yeah.
So like to me, rap is always about like you have to be able to connect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you can't connect, there's nothing there.
Yeah,
right?
here they appreciate different things,
Yeah.
right? They
Right.
just appreciate the sound.
Yeah.
But in hip hop, the bars are so important. The lyricism is so important.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're not even listening to any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why this past Show Me the Money I was on, it was very stressing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they're all just, I mean, to me,
Yeah.
I may be wrong, but to me, it's just mostly just
Some vibes.
vibes. It's just auto-tune turned on,
Yeah. Yeah.
tune speed to the max,
Yeah.
and they're just going off about something. You know what I mean? And it's very difficult. For me, it's hard to connect because I'm just not good in Korean
Yeah.
on top of that. So, yeah.
So you finished Show Me the Money. Let's not get into what happened during the show. I think there's people talked about that a lot enough. So but still you got your notoriety, recognitions within the industry. Did you, we know that you kind of left Korean hip hop for a little bit after. What kind of took you back to the US and how was that experience there? And then fast forward back, you came back and Show Me the Money 12.
Right.
What brought you back?
Okay, the pandemic hit in 2020.
Yeah.
So all the shows got canceled, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So for me, it was more like, okay, I was in Korea for 11 years. I was like, let me just stop by home, see my family
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and stuff like that. So that's the main reason why I went back to America in 2020.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take a break. So pretty much I rested for a few years, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
it didn't seem like that. It seemed like it was only like a few months.
Yeah.
But a few months turned into almost 4 years,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I was still making music for fun.
Yeah.
But as much as I wish things were better at that time, it is what it is once
Yeah.
again. So
Yeah.
for me, it was a good time to rest, reflect, spend time with my family. What did I do during those years, those few years? I actually did things that wasn't relative to music. My boy owned a tech company, so I worked for him. Had a chance to dabble with that a little bit. I worked at Hanjin for a little bit, for like 4 months. I was
that
like,
the
this
The
ain't
shipping
it.
company.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Wow.
shipping company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was in HR actually. I
Whoa.
was like, what the hell am I doing here? I'm like writing raps like on my desk. But then like once again, I'm grateful for every situation, and it's just a learning experience. And I felt like at that time it was just more like, okay, let's just do things that's not related to music at all, right? Which is what I wanted to do. I did music all my life.
Yeah.
So I did that for a little bit, only to realize, okay, I got to get back onto the music stuff because I've been on hiatus for like 4 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, a bulk of my career was in Asia. So I was just like, maybe we should go back to Asia. Maybe that's the first step. And yeah, there was a few things I needed to figure out, and for me it was just more like, if it happens naturally, then I'll come back, right? If I gotta force things and it becomes a headache, then forget it. Like for me, it's more like I always went with the flow. Like if things work out, then I know I gotta go back, right?
Yep.
So things worked out. Came back here to Korea in when did I come? July of 2024. Yeah, so it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
Yeah. So I came here 2 years ago. Yeah.
And then you were working on, and then Show Me the Money 12 came after hiatus of what, three years?
Yeah, they haven't aired they haven't done the show for like 3 years. And mind you, I didn't even want to go back on the show. Like
Yeah.
I have nothing to prove.
Yeah.
So
You
they
know?
reached out to you.
Yeah.
Pretty much they reached
Yeah.
out to me.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
they asked me like, do you have interest in coming on the show?
Yeah.
I was like, no. I do not have any. Yeah, can I get some more tequila?
There you go.
Yeah.
I think he's thirsty.
Yeah.
It's not bad when it's on ice, right?
Actually, with the ice,
I'm
this is good. Yeah, cheers.
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 So was it a different experience from the first time around? You think?
With the first show,
the
Show Me
first
Money
season,
12.
yeah.
First season, yeah.
That you were
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It was very different. So much time went by.
Yeah. It's been what, 10 years?
10 years since
10
I went
years
on the
since
first,
one.
Oh, yeah. And it just flew by. 10
Yeah.
years flew by,
Yeah.
right? It feels like only 2 years flew by. So I still feel like I'm like young 30s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I go back on the show and it's just a bunch of little kids.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was in like one of those nurseries. Yeah, like I just came through and
Yeah.
a bunch of little babies rapping. I'm like, am I supposed to rap here? Like it just I felt very out of place,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one of my goals going back on the show was to put my ego down. Like I had no reason to go on the show, but
No.
for me, it's like, all right, you know what? Like, what if like we went back on the show, sort of like how Jesus was on a donkey and came back to Jerusalem? Like it was more like everybody knows like everybody
top.
knows that I'm a top tier rapper, but it was like, let's just go back on the show as a contestant, right? And just pretend like you're nobody. I felt like that was gonna be fun. It wasn't gonna be easy.
No.
But it was gonna be fun, and I get to challenge myself, right? Because I haven't been in a situation where I challenged myself for quite some time, and I've always been in a situation like that where I challenge myself because like that's how I evolve, that's how I grow, that's how I become better, that's how I learn things, right? So I pretty much forced myself into the show.
Yeah, and these shoots are pretty gruesome, right? Like you're going like 2 to 3 days straight, like
Yeah.
just like recording on and on and on, and
Yeah.
And
you know,
wait a long time,
Yeah,
right? Waiting around.
So I forgot if it was the first round or the second round. I had to wait. The first day I had to wait 20 hours.
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the crazy part is they were like, okay, we ran out of time. So if you didn't, so you got to come back tomorrow. I was like, so I came here and waited 20 hours for no reason. Next day comes, I wait another 12 hours.
Oh my goodness.
And then I rap.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's like they want you mentally drained.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could either mess up, you forget your lyrics, I don't know, or your performance just lacks energy. You know, you tense up more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens, right?
Yeah,
When you're forced to wait and you're so tired and
Yeah.
you had like 2 hours of sleep for the past 2-3 days, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like it was rough,
Yeah.
especially for me at my age.
Yeah.
Like thank God I'm training in boxing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like I get to work on my endurance and my stamina. If
Yeah.
it wasn't for that, I probably would have fainted.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with those like teenagers and 22-year-olds,
Right,
right?
right. Yeah. If I was younger,
Yeah,
then
they
I
just
would
go 3 days straight without sleeping.
Yes,
They're fine.
exactly,
problem,
exactly. So, but then again, it was a good time to challenge myself, right? Like I take all of that as like all the years that I rested. It's like, okay, you got to get your rhythm. You got to get back in your rhythm, right?
Yeah.
And you got to get back into it fast.
Yeah.
So for me, that was one of the main ways to get back to my rhythm fast, right? It's gruesome shootings, gruesome waiting,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and getting judged by
People who are younger than you.
people that are not only younger than me, but I just feel like I should not be getting
Yeah.
judged by these people, right?
And that's when you said that you're putting your ego down.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And that experience is
Yeah.
not a easy thing to do, especially at your stature. Going out and putting yourself out to, to be judged when you do not need to be judged.
Right.
And that's why I do have tremendous respect for your decision to go out and really go through with it.
Right. Well, you sort of forced me to go on it.
I forced you to go on
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
so-
No, but I did
So it's
force
your
you.
fault.
No, it
the
is.
trauma.
No, but to me, honestly, we were starting working closely, starting from almost last year, like September,
Right.
and this opportunity came, and I saw an immense change in Flow as an individual, his mindset, and addressing his work. And I think it was like one of those crash courses where you get back and super into shape.
Right.
And that was a really awesome.
Yeah, it's like working out, right?
yeah.
Like let's say you worked out for a while, but then you took a break, and you go to the gym after like
4
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
4 years. You know how painful that's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna take about over a week to
Yeah.
get to for that soreness to go away, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I would love to ask you, like, what are some lessons or things that you've felt like you've learned from this experience going on Show Me the Money 12?
Some of what I've learned.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
No,
I was
I mean, I
supposed to
think
think
it's-
about this the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just in terms of like how you felt going into the show
Yeah.
and this kind of realizing, this is only one side of your dimension that you
Right,
can
right,
show,
right,
and then
right.
there's just many other sides that you can show.
I think if there's one thing I learned was you have to surpass yourself. It's not about anybody else around you, really.
Yeah.
It's what you know what you're capable of doing, and the situation that you have to put yourself in to break that peak and reach another level. It's and the only way for that to happen is you have to challenge yourself, right? And there's a lot of distractions, but don't focus on the distractions. Just focus on you having to break your limits, right? And to me, you know, going back on the show, it was very, like you said, it was very difficult. There's so many things that were in my head at that time. Like, why am I here? Why did I position myself to get judged by some kids that I should be judging? Or like, why am I rapping next to a bunch of little kids or whatnot, right? But to me, what I realized was, okay, it's not I mean, much respect to all of them, but it's not about them right now. It's about me. And I have to get my rhythm back, and I have to break that and reach the next level, right? It's all about leveling up throughout life, right? I mean, what else is there, right? Like, you work out to what? Get stronger. You study for what? To get smarter. I mean, for me, it's more like, let me reach my utmost potential, right? And position myself to reach that, right? So that's one of the main things I learned. Yeah.
Was there a difference between the quality of rap between the first time you were on there and the second time around? Or is it about the same?
Well, for me, I'm a very technical person, so like I wouldn't want to show the hottest like performance every single time. The difference from back then and now is like everyone's using auto-tune now.
Really?
Yeah, and it's to the point where it's like, I never knew this, but they'll bring auto-tune engineers.
For rapping?
Yeah. So they'll have people manning their auto-tune machines backstage.
Whoa.
And then when they perform, the auto-tune is like sort of like automated with their performance. So
It's
like when they perform, it's like live. Like the auto-tune is live, right? So I'm not used to that because I just don't come from that, right? So like everybody was doing that.
Really?
Yeah, everybody. Practically everybody was doing it, yeah. So I was pretty surprised by that. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's good either, but
I'll say it. That sounds pretty bad. You don't have to say it. I'll say it.
yeah.
Auto-tune make me sound good too. You know?
Yeah. We should throw some auto-tune in here right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby. But
Make me sound like James Earl Jones.
yeah. And there's a lot more like singing. Like it's like singing
Like
rap.
melodic rap.
Melodic rap.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's just here. I think the trend it took waves starting from the West, right? So, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing bad about it. It's just something I'm not used to. I mean, it's a rap program, so I would expect like rap, right? But it was a lot of like singing and I guess it's a Korea thing, but you know, a lot of the rappers, they look like idols. It's almost to the point where it's not even hip hop; it's just K-pop. It's just done a little differently, right? Yeah, that's another thing I realized that changed. Yeah.
Koreans are calling you the Korean DMX because
Right.
of your delivery and your voice and your tone. How does that make you feel? Do you feel proud that they call you that, or do you feel like, no, I'm Flowsik, I'm my own person?
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of it. I was the biggest DMX fan growing up.
Yeah.
I think he is my favorite rapper. Like, you know, rest in peace. But till this day, he's still my favorite artist, rapper. I'm sort of used to it though, because when I was growing up, everybody said I sound like, excuse me, everybody said that I sounded like DMX. This was when I was like 14. So
Oh, this started from back in the States.
yeah.
I see.
So from 14 to like up until I came to Korea, everybody said I sounded like DMX and Ja Rule and Tupac.
Ja Rule,
Yeah. So I was used to it, you know. I mean, but yeah, if I'm gonna answer your question, I'm very grateful about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you always sound like that? You know, growing up, you were born and it's like, I'm bomb.
You sound just like him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been working on it. Okay.
I came out the mother's womb like that.
No, yeah. Was it like that?
Nah, it wasn't like that.
So, what happened?
I mean, I don't want to sound all like religious here, but my this voice came at a retreat. So I went to a church retreat, and it's like when like the church like group goes to the mountains for like a few days and you pray. You know, you read the Bible and whatnot. You know, I grew up in church, so I went to this retreat, and this is when my voice was still sort of like high pitched. Maybe that's right when I was going through puberty. I don't know, but what happened was, I think it was the last night at the retreat. My pastor was like, "Yo, when you pray, I want you to scream." I was like, all right, so I started screaming like God, like you know what I mean? And you know when you scream a lot, your voice goes.
Cracks.
Yeah. So my voice was gone by then. And then my music teacher, Mrs. Song, she came to me and she was like, "Let me pray for you for a little bit." So she was praying for me, and then after that, she was like, "All right, yo, listen, your voice is gone right now. When you get your voice back, it's gonna change. It's gonna sound completely different. But don't be startled by it. Don't be scared, right? This is gonna be your new voice, and God's gonna use you for your voice."
Yeah.
So when she
what a
said that to
story.
me,
Yeah.
I was like, "You tripping? You're tripping. You have no idea what you're talking about."
Yeah.
But then, like, my voice was gone, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. But then, lo and behold, after a few days later, my voice came back, and then it became deeper and huskier. I kid you not. Like, I'm not kidding you, bro. This really happened. Yeah. And I was so shocked by this. I was like, yo, like, my voice does sound different. And then I was rapping at that time. So when I started rapping again, it was with a new voice, but that's when it started to sound like DMX.
How old were you when this happened?
It's like 13, 14.
Oh, so that puberty does
15.
have something to
Maybe
do,
it
right?
was puberty.
Yeah, and plus you probably damaged your vocal cords and then healed that way.
Exactly,
Yeah.
with a little bit of anointing from,
Yeah, there you go.
you know what I mean? A
Mix
little
it
bit
all
of,
up, yeah.
mix it all up. No, and you know, I was pretty shocked, but like I didn't really care. I was like, yo, my voice sounds crazy dope right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you have a cold. you know?
Yeah. So I just kept rapping from there, and then kept sounding like this.
Yeah, what an incredible story.
Yeah.
And it is very, you know, it's very powerful, and it affects people's lives.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
you know, recognizable by everyone.
That's right. To have a voice that you listen to once, right? Everyone in Korea listens to your voice once and they know who it is. And
Facts.
very few people are like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's these days it's like if I hear a rapper like rap, like if I hear one of the songs, I just don't know who it is.
Yeah.
It's the auto-tune problem.
Yeah, it is older too.
That was me.
No, I think every artist needs an identity, right?
Sure.
And sonically they need an identity. So majority of the rappers, once again, no hate to nobody, but from what I'm hearing, it's like I don't know who's who. You know?
Yeah.
There's a few rappers here though where if I hear them right away, I'll know who they are.
Yeah.
Like Sam D, like
Yeah.
Simon Dominic. The moment I hear him, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Gary. The moment I hear him, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Chung Sang-soo. The moment I hear him, I know who he is.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of rappers where
Yeah.
they all sound very similar. And if there's one thing I would like to say to the rappers, it's sonically you need to have an identity. It's
Yeah.
just my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Yeah.
Well, I think you're at the echelon to start educating the next generation of rappers.
For sure.
But you know, I think so. Other than rap, I know we've been talking a lot about different directions. What is next for you?
Right. Well, I would like to let the music speak for itself.
Yeah.
But since we're here,
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of country music lately, American country music, and I really like it.
Yeah, I've heard you online. It sounds pretty good.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
dope.
thanks.
Yeah, you've been teasing it,
Yeah.
and you know your cover of "Wake Me Up"
Right.
it just went incredibly viral.
Right. No, I appreciate it. I was always a singer, but one reason why I feel like I'm gravitating towards country is because first of all, it's very real to me. It's like when I hear country music, it's simple, but it's real, right? There's no sugarcoating anything with the lyrics that I'm like hearing, right? It's everybody just. I'm sorry, hold on. Every country artist that I'm hearing right now is they have a chance to be real.
When you say real, is about telling their real story
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
real.
Yeah, they tell their story, right? Who they are. I have a great idea of who this artist is just from hearing one of their songs. And I'm not saying that rappers aren't doing that. I mean, that's rap. That's how rap even came about, right? I think storytelling and you telling your story, not just in rap, but as an artist, is just what you got to do, right? For people to connect with you. And I feel like country is a great way. It's a great genre to show your story. And not maybe it's because like I'm a little older now. I don't know what it is, but I kind of want to dabble in the country genre, and I want to show who I am as a person, as an artist through country music. Yeah. And I released the country cover just for fun.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the fans, most of the fans actually are saying, dude, take a break from rap and go this route. Like go the country route.
Because you got the voice for it.
Yeah. No,
Right?
for real.
That
For real.
low, husky voice is perfect for country.
I appreciate that. That's another reason why I want to dive into the country genre is because I feel like my voice is well suited with the sound, and I don't know if we see a lot of Asian artists that are in country right now.
Yeah, very few.
I don't know any.
Yeah, I've seen a few online. I don't remember who they are, but I have seen a few.
Yeah.
There was this one Chinese guy who was on a singing competition, but he doesn't speak English. But he has the deepest country voice.
Oh, I think I know who you're
Remember?
talking about.
Yeah.
And it
I
shocked
think-
everybody.
I think he's from Mongolia.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Mongolia.
Yeah. He
That's
doesn't
correct.
speak a lick of English,
Yeah.
but then when he sings one of the country songs, it's just spot on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. He was actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been rapping for so long that I want to showcase what else musically what I can do, right? So
Can I ask you a serious question then?
Sure.
Like the hip hop scene in Korea and obviously the hip hop scene in the US is quite different. And one of the reasons, and we touched on this before, is because they haven't lived or experienced the hip hop life, right? They're just kind of emulating, I guess. And there's a lot of talk nowadays online about like Youngji, people are hating on her because saying,
really?
I've seen videos where a lot of African Americans are hating on her, saying, "Oh, you're just mimicking us, right?" Well, there's a lot of people who appreciate her rap too,
right.
But a lot of people are saying, "Hey, it's cultural appropriation. Did you grow up in the South? Did you grow up in the Bronx? Did you don't have that experience." What do you think about that? I mean, appreciation versus appropriation. And then now you're getting into country music, so now you have to ask that question yourself.
Right.
For hip hop, you grew up in New York, you
Yeah.
grew up in the hip hop underground, so you can say, "Hey, man, that's my culture.
Right,
I can
right.
be spitting these bars." But country music now is something that's kind of new to you. So what do you say about that?
Okay, well, when it comes to hip hop and Youngji, what you mentioned, I think it's not technically just about growing up in a hip hop environment, right? I feel like the lifestyle in itself is very important, and you got to tell a story, right? You got to tell who you are, right? And you have to let listeners connect with you based on who you are, and they get inspired by you. The thing is, I feel like in Korea, and no disrespect, I think Korea's a great country, and I'm very grateful I was born with Korean blood. But I feel like the lifestyle here is everybody lives the same way. Like there's just not enough culture. There's not enough ways of living to show a story in a diverse way, right? Like every artist, I would say for the most part, is living the same exact way, and like you wake up.
Go to the makeup
Training.
store.
Yeah, I don't know. Go to Olive Young, like, I don't know. Like, go get some jjajangmyeon or something. Like, and go to the gym. I mean, you go to work, you overwork, come
Yeah.
home, sleep. I guess it's like that in other places as well. But like, I feel like in Korea, there's just not enough
Yeah.
to show a story.
Well,
Like
it's a very
everybody's
homogeneous country.
yeah,
right?
everybody's gonna be rapping or singing about the same thing pretty much. So there's not enough diverse like experiences and sensibilities for these artists to tell a story, right? So that's how I feel when it comes to the experiences. As far as hip hop, I mean, I was
You probably
blessed
dealt
enough
with,
to be
yeah.
born and raised in America. So
Yeah.
I had a chance to experience, and I went through racism. I went through a lot of things. So I could share a lot of things. I have a lot of stories that I could share, right? But I feel like when it comes to rappers out here, like they could show their story too. It doesn't gotta. You don't gotta be raised in America to be capable of rapping. Like I just feel like you need to have
Something
a story to tell.
unique. A unique story that's your own, right?
Yes, a
Yeah.
unique story, a unique voice, and something that people could connect with. But I feel like it's just there's just not enough of life experiences to.
Well, different life experiences to showcase, right? I think that's
Right.
part of your point is that everyone is living a very similar lifestyle. So there's not that many ways of telling the
Well,
same
there's a societal
story.
pressure here to conform,
Yeah.
to be part of the group anyway. And I
Right.
think that's what, whether you are thinking about it or whether it's subconscious, you do tend to not stick out too much and try things completely differently.
Right.
And that, I guess, impedes the experiences that you have.
Yeah. Well, on
Hopefully
our
that's changing, though.
yeah. Yeah.
A lot of kids are going out abroad more and,
Right.
and trying different things
Right.
here as well.
Yeah.
You
so-
know, and with country too, like it's. I mean, I was born and raised in New York, but there was a good part of my life where I grew up in Long Island. And Long Island, it's not country, but it sort of is. Like it's not Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? Like there's beaches and stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like there's not much, right? So like, I could sort of say I am a country boy, right? I grew up fishing. I love fishing. I love saltwater fishing, freshwater fishing. You know,
Yeah.
I love the outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a little country, I could say. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I mean, I think cultural appropriation is probably something that you've been hearing your whole life.
Whole
where-
life, yeah.
Right. It's like this Asian guy rapping, and since he's actually good, he's getting a lot of attention. So there's always a fraction of the African American communities just like,
Right.
all right, this is cultural appropriation.
Right.
And I assume you will also face a lot of that in whatever direction that you go. But I do expect, like as you've said, beginning, what brings you to country right now? That's the one genre that is telling your own story, right? And that's probably one of the biggest things about hip hop when it first came up was everyone was telling their own story and their narrative in very engaging ways. And if you stick to kind of that, maybe that will really lead to kind of being your authentic self.
Sure. Authentic self is the key. Is the
Yeah.
key phrase here. An artist should not be afraid to show who they really are.
Yeah.
Because there's no other point of being an artist if you don't do that.
Right.
So I think through country, it's very, I just find it a lot more organic to tell my story through that kind of a sound, right? And I'm gonna incorporate rapping too, obviously, but it's just very fresh to me.
Yeah, and
very
it's
fresh.
part of the theme that we talked about today is like you challenging yourself. I mean,
Right.
trying a new genre or crossovering is an incredible challenge. And
Sure.
as a partner in this journey, I'm very excited.
No,
for
thank
this.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And,
It's I'm used to it. I'm used to challenges.
yeah,
I'm still going through it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm so used to it now that it's like I'm just bulletproof by it. Like
yeah.
you know
Forge
what-
ahead.
Yeah, like it is what it is. Like all I can do is just keep pushing, right? in the best of my capabilities, right? And yeah.
I think also going back to the discussion about the appreciation is also key, right? What's the line between appropriation and appreciation? Appropriation, you're just sort of mimicking and copying it for your own good or whatever. But I sell Mexican food. I'm a Korean selling Mexican food. Right? That could be appropriation as well. But I've really tried to understand and learn as much as I can about the food, the types of ingredients, the culture behind it. Even though I've never lived in Mexico, right? I still think that I really appreciate the cuisine and the culture and the people behind it.
Right.
But in Singapore, I'm good friends with the Mexican ambassador and the Mexican Chamber and Commerce, and they appreciate my food because they know that I'm not taking it for granted. Right? And I think that's a key, not just in food and music, but in all other genres too, is how much you really appreciate that and you learn about it, whether you experience it in the location or not. That makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, so on our podcast, we ask our guests, what is one of the best choices that you made that you wanted to share with our audience?
Best choices?
Yeah.
Let me get another drink and then and I'll tell you.
Give him a few more. He's going to tell us about all of his choices, man.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the question again?
One of the best choices that you made.
Best choices. Oh.
Yeah.
Best choices that I made. Shit.
Yeah.
I would say best choices that I made. I would say it's constantly following my dream. Helps me stay focused. Challenges myself every day. Helps me to level up. Helps me stay young.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I look young as much as I used to, but I still feel young.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm 28. When I go to the boxing gym, I'm outworking everybody. When I play basketball every week, I'm outworking everybody. Yeah, I'm like my fitness right now is still.
Yeah.
I'm still performing at like prime peak right now. I would say.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why is because I still feel young. And the reason why I feel like I still feel young is because I'm still chasing the dream that I was trying to chase since I was young. Nothing's really changed. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. Like, I would love to have reached a certain point by now, right? Both financially and through my music career, right? But the fact that I'm still in a position where, like, I'm, like, trying to get it, it helps me stay grounded. It helps me to stay on point and on top of my toes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had nothing to chase, I would probably be very unfit right now. I'll probably be just doing nothing.
Yeah.
And doing nothing leads to disaster. That's just to me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that, you know? And, you know, like, there's only one life. Right? I mean, it just sounds as cliche as it may sound. There's only one life, right? But to me, it's just like, I want to be able to do whatever I can within this one life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, do as much as you can in that limited period of time.
Right. So that's my mind state
So
then
like,
and now.
Last year, I sort of semi-retired, and then I sat around for 6 months, and I got super bored. I was like fidgeting. I'm like, no, I can't be like this.
Right.
And so I'm like, now I'm projects coming out of my ears, but I feel productive.
Sure.
I feel like I'm working for something. I feel I have a goal.
Right.
And I think that's important. And my father-in-law, he's 85 years old. He still works.
Wow.
We tell him to stop. Well, he's like, why? I can still do it. You know, I think having that purpose in life, no matter how old you are, if you can still do it, then do it. You know, don't be complacent.
Awesome. Yeah. No, definitely. 100%. 100%.
Don't be complacent.
Yeah, I'm hustling all day. And we all know this. We
Are
hustle.
you? No, kidding. Nah, Han's definitely on point.
Yeah.
So we got one other question to ask before we wrap this up. And so he's a good cop and I'm the bad cop. And I have to ask the bad question, which is, what's the worst choice or one of the worst choices you've made in your life? If you can think of one.
One of the worst choices?
Maybe something you regret or you wish you wouldn't have done.
Oh,
You drank that third glass of
Yeah.
tequila. Maybe
let's
that's
take one more
probably
swig.
why.
Let's take one more swig. I would say not taking action once you're convicted. And yeah, you could take action like little later.
Yeah.
Nah, but like that's the mistake. I feel like one of the biggest mistakes I made was
Yeah.
because I'm a man of ideas. I always have ideas in my head, you know, and there was countless times when I had ideas, and I'm convicted by it, but I just won't follow through.
And then a few years later, someone else does
somebody else does it. Yeah.
Not only that, but you'll constantly have regrets.
Exactly,
you know?
regrets. Exactly. I think regrets is the main word. I do not want to have regrets. I don't want to be on my deathbed in the future with regrets either, right?
Yeah.
So, but there was a lot of things throughout my life where I regretted because I just didn't take action based off my conviction,
And if you would have taken action and it didn't work out, well, you would have been fine with that, right?
Sure,
because at
exactly.
least you tried it, right?
right.
And it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do something unless you make mistakes.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can't succeed unless there's mistakes. So, yeah, there was just so many situations
Yeah.
where like I'll just come up with these ideas, but I just won't follow through. But I was like, these ideas had nothing to do with music actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was just so into the music side that like I just didn't even have the time to focus
Yeah.
on these other things. But all the ideas I had actually came into fruition through other people,
Yeah.
and it was all successful.
Yeah. Well, we are actually glad that you didn't pursue those ideas and stuck with music
Why?
because we can listen to Flowsik music.
Well, you can do the other stuff too.
Yeah,
Right,
well,
But you
we-
think of something, tell him.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
well, thank you so much, Flo, for making time today to come on our podcast.
Oh man, no
Appreciate
problem,
it.
man.
Yeah.
That was a lot of
Dude,
fun.
sorry
Thanks
I
so
was
much.
late today.
Yeah, it's all good,
Friday night traffic is rough.
Appreciate it. Cheers.